I have got yet another unboxing for you, and this time it is the Xbox mini fridge. But as you can probably tell from from the video angle, I'm having a bit of trouble fitting it on the table and getting it in the frame of the camera. So this is just gonna have to be as it goes, because I can't. I've tried to raise the camera, I've raised it about a foot and it still isn't enough. So bear with me, I will do my best for you all. So, let's get into it, shall we? Let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't even need a knife to open this one. Actually, it does, just to... There we go. Carefully. The old knife. Ooh, okay. So, the polystyrene out of the way. What have we got here first? Instructions, good old instructions. Yeah, I'll definitely be reading them. Anyway, let's have a look. Right, see if I can do this whilst on its side. That is awesome. That's massive though, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, it has to be obviously bigger than the Xbox, because it's got to get a, it's got to get some drinks inside it. So straight away, first impressions for me, because this is the first time I've seen it as well. I believe this lights up. We will plug it in a minute and find out. But not a lot of detail going on the top. It would have been nice if they'd at least just made these circles green. Maybe you could buy some little green stickers just to pop inside. But yeah. So, there it is, that's the top. And then we've got, let's turn it around that way so you can, so there you go, for those of you that like to have it horizontal. There it is. And which side, there we go. Oh wow, that is pretty funky. So a nice set of power cables. So we've got the ability to plug it in. I'm going to get this out of the bag. Oh, that's not bad. So it comes with, you've got your 12 volt pin, so you can plug it in the car or the van or whatever you've got. Keep your drinks cool while you're on the go, which actually for the size of it, which is about 4.5 by maybe 10 inches, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, if you were actually traveling in the car, that'd actually be quite a sort of decent size, you know, it doesn't take up too much room. Decent sized mini fridge. How well it works is yet to be seen. So I'm gonna, right, the button doesn't press, but I believe that one does. That's your power button, I think, from what I've seen. Or one of them, I think that's the power button, and that one turns the lights on. Bit of stuff in the processing, and then there's the back. Oh, there we go, look. Oh, so you've got some modes as well. So you got off, max, and eco. So I assume that is, off is off, max is just lights and fridge, and then eco is just fridge, would be my guess there. So that's quite good if you don't want to have the lights on all the time, if you do actually plan on using it. I like how they've actually gone into the detail on the back of putting Microsoft, Xbox. And it's even got like fake network ports, power plugs, USBs, the SSD slot. It's quite funny. Unnecessary, but it's a nice little touch. It's quite a funky little thing, really. I'm actually quite impressed with that. I don't think I'm going to actually plug it in very often. I'm not far away from the fridge in our house, so And that's a big Samsung thing. Don't need to worry about using this too often, I don't think. But it might get used for putting collectibles in, knowing me, because I've got plenty of them. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's plug it in, see what happens. So I've got a power cable ready. Just making sure. Just making sure I've actually turned it on at the wall. Okay, so it's on off. So I'm going to plug that in. Oh, and already it's come on. Now that's in the off position, which is interesting. Let's see what that looks like with the light off, shall we? Just briefly. That's pretty good. It gives a fairly decent glow, green glow out the top as well, so if you can't see that, it would give like a nice glow above it on whatever's above it. And turn the light back on. There's no, as I believe, there's no light on the inside. Yes, I don't know whether you can see that, but no light on the inside, which is a shame. But I have seen a few people on YouTube that have said that you can get little stick-on LED lights. So I might do that. I might not. So that's on off. Let me just find out what this does now then. So let's try. So there's max, and you can hear the fan kick in. There. There we go. And then that's on eco. Alright, okay, so there seems to be two versions. It's still giving out air. And I believe it's not a compressor engine mini fridge, so it's not going to get tremendously cold. It is just designed to just put a few cans in and keep them cool. It's quite cool. I think I like it more for the fact that it's just the meme come true. Well, there we go. Right, I'm going to put that on max. And you can hear the noise. I'll just be quiet for a minute. It'll give you some idea of how loud it is. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to give it 10-15 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes. I'm going to see how cold it feels inside and whether I think it's going to be substantial enough to actually put any cans in. But yeah, that's giving out a nice breeze. It's doing something fairly well. Right, freeze frame, I'll be back in a second. Okay, welcome back everyone. So it's been about 15, almost 20 minutes now, and I am going to open this fridge door and put my hand inside and see how cold I think it is. I have actually, with being sat here, I had time to actually read the instructions. Yes, I read the instructions, first time for everything. But it doesn't give a time as to how long you should have it running before it reaches peak performance. So in this test, I'm going to say it's almost 20 minutes now. So that is what I'm going to be basing this on. It's been in max mode the whole time. The difference between max mode and eco mode is that it just runs the fan slower. So basically it will cool down quicker in max mode. But if you're not in a rush, then you just have it in eco mode. It's quieter and it takes longer to cool the thing, but it's allegedly cools to the same temperature. So let's find out. So I'm gonna put my hand inside and see what I think. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Oh, that's actually quite cold. Now I can imagine if you've got some metal, cans, aluminium cans. Yeah, that's actually quite cool. I'm quite surprised actually. I didn't think it would get quite that cold. Okay, yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. It shuts nicely as well, so there's obviously a good seal on it. You listen to it. There's a good vacuum seal almost. It's not vacuum, but it's obviously sprung load, and it seals pretty well. I can't feel any draft apart from on the top, obviously. So yeah, right, okay, well that's that, and I'm just going to free frame it now because I want to be able to show you. So buttons on the front, that button, which would be your eject button, turns the lights on and off. And then what would be the sync button turns the power on and off. Power light on and off, I should say. So there you go. So, on a whole, I'm quite impressed with that. So yeah. Right, well, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Overall, I would give this unit probably a sort of, out of 10, I'd probably give it a sort of 7-ish, mostly because of this. This just doesn't look very good. I'm sure in the dark, with the light shining up, it'll look fine, but I just wish at least they'd just made the inside of these circles green. That would have just, you know, would have just added to the effect. But there we go, that's it. Just another quick look inside so you can see. There we go. Usual warning labels on the inside, but probably get some snacks inside there. And there's your room for your cans. And these trays, I believe, do slide out, although I can't do it right now with one hand. So you could get in a bigger bottle if you need to. But yeah, very good. Right, well, thanks again for watching. Take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.